Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Mystic Destinies, and as you know, we are going through all of the paths, the other endings, while we wait for Takumi's route to come out. So, this should be this is Bad Path 2 for Tetsuya's route. So, now, I kind of explained a little bit what we did in this part to get here. Basically, we kind of went through all the choices were the same as like to get the mystic ending, but there's 2 points where Katsunosuke asks you like who do you want to win like the battle, and it's either between or somebody asks you that and you have a choice to choose Tetsuya or Katsunosuke, and obviously like normally you choose Tetsuya because hi duh. And then this same part with Katsunosuke coming up to you and asking you to choose between them. So in order to get the bad path, in both those instances, you choose Katsu. So, obviously, we already made the other choice, played through the game, and then we get to this last choice, so we're going to choose him. Honestly, I agree with your ideals, so I'm not sure if I would mind all that much if you won. I don't think it would be a bad thing anyway. Is that so? Then why not join me right now and support me against Yukimura? I don't think I could do that to Tatsuya. It'd break his heart, so I can't publicly support you. I see. Well, we'll see if you change your mind after the fight then. So this is before their big boss battle, I guess. It seems I've already started to sway you after all. But I don't want either one of you to get hurt. I just want this to work out for the best. That's one thing I like about you. You genuinely care about people, even someone like me. Yet you won't hesitate to do or say what needs to be done. Katsu, why not just forfeit the fight? Katsu chuckles. I am a man. I do have some dignity to protect. Besides, if I kill that frozen bastard, maybe someday you'll forget about him and join me. Not likely. Well, I do have plenty of other options. But I doubt I'll find anyone as interesting or powerful as an immortal sorceress anytime soon. Oh well, a man can dream. Katsu rises out of his seat and touches my hand. I notice his skin is much warmer than Tatsuya's, but I simply stare at him in confusion, well aware Shinji and Galen are probably watching. For my dream, I'll fight until I can't anymore. Even knowing that you're going to be there watching, I won't hold anything back against him. Forgive me, alright? That's all he says before turning away and walking off. When I get home, I'm greeted with an entirely unexpected sight. Taku and Tatsuya's small apartment is filled with people. Shinji's relaxing on the couch. He got off a bit earlier and must have rushed over. Then there's Sho, who's busy preparing snack foods, and surprisingly, Emi, who's helping him. And of course, Takumi, who's getting some beers opened on the coffee table. He spots me and waves. Did I, before, when I was talking, I said Takumi's route, or did I say Tatsu's route? Tatsu's route. I might have, because it gets confusing with the T names, and I keep flipping them in my brain, and I know who's who, but like... Anyway, we're waiting for Takumi's route to come out. That's what we're waiting for. It just occurred to me as I was reading this. I'm like, I don't think I said Takumi. Half the time when I'm talking about Tatsuya, I want to call him Takumi because my brain was focused on Takumi's route. And so I've been trying to like, it's Tatsuya that we're playing the part right now while we wait for Takumi's route. So now my brain, I can't brain, my lord. Anyway. Hey, Inara, can you get some glasses for me? Sure, but why is everyone here? What's going on? I set my bag down and walk into the kitchen area. I grab some glasses and set them on the table next to the beer. Tatsu called earlier, said he was going to be coming back tonight. Did you know that the fight is tomorrow? What? No, I didn't. When was this decided? Apparently there's this whole ritual to decide the day and everything, and it chose tomorrow. Pretty inconvenient to be last minute, but at least Tetsuya's been with his family training. With his grandfather, right? Yeah, and I heard Mrs. Yukimura helps him too, since neither Tetsuya or his grandpa are any good at long-range fighting. I bet it was really cool. I bet Mrs. Yukimura is really beautiful and elegant when she's doing magic. As Takumi trails off, I get the sense that he's quite a big fan of Chisaki. He finishes pouring drinks at the same time I hear the front door open. Looks like the guest of honor has arrived. I wonder how excited he'll be to see me. Why did you even come if you guys don't get along well, Shinji? As if I'm gonna miss the chance to mess with Tatsu? Or free food and beer. Actually, we ended up paying for all of it. Tatsuya walks in looking positively exhausted. but he stops dead in his tracks when he sees the crew Taku has assembled. Hey, Tetsuya, it's been a while. Yeah, we haven't hung out in forever, man. Hey. Takumi, what's going on? Oh, I just thought we'd throw you a little welcome back party. Or you could call it a pre-victory party? Pre-ass-kicking party? Tetsuya only sighs. Taku grabs his arm and practically throws him on the couch next to Shinji. Emi follows up by shoving a beer in his hand. Drink up, get a nice buzz going. Yeah, you must be tired from all that training. I am, that's why the thought of a party is exhausting. Besides, we entirely don't have enough room for this. We're making it work. As long as no one gets so drunk they can't make it home, we should be okay. And what if we do? Then you can sleep on the floor. The impromptu pre-ass-kicking party continues this way for some time. At first, we talk about school and our daily lives. But as time goes on, we break off into little groups and start discussing hobbies or things we're into right now. During this period, Shinji and Tetsuya end up talking strategy for the fight tomorrow. As I chat with Emi, Taku manages to catch my eye. He inclines his head a fraction and subtly moves his eye towards the balcony. He stares at me meaningfully. Sorry, Emi. I think I'm going to take a break for a bit. I feel the breeze. Oh, okay. I rise slowly, somewhat tipsy, and put my drink down. Before I even get to the balcony, I can hear that Emi's joined Shinji and Tetsuya's strategy conversation. The conversation had been gradually getting more heated as the alcohol was poured. At this point, it's hard to even tell that Shinji and Tetsuya don't like each other, or if the topic is still about tomorrow's fight at all. Yeah, but if your opponent just heated up the ice rapidly enough, the steam could blind you. Ooh, yeah, good point. Steam is still water, could easily be manipulated to dissolve further. I push open the door to the balcony and step out onto it. The night is a particularly chilly one, but on the bright side, the clear autumn air makes the stars look more gorgeous. I wrap my cardigan around myself and wait for Takumi to join me. I hope I understood him right. Come to think of it, he used to do things like that a lot around our parents, didn't he? What are you smiling about? Ha, Taku! I smack him lightly as he comes to stand beside me. Why do you feel the need to scare me like that? 'Cause it's fun, of course. So what did you call me here to talk about? Takumi's entire demeanor changes as he looks away from me, leaning against the railing. Pushing the hair out of my eyes, I stare at him, waiting for him to speak. I don't want to burden you with more to think about right now. I know that's selfish of me to even think of doing. But I can't help it. I need to say this, even if it's for my sake. Is he... It's okay. If you have something you want to say, the least I can do is listen after all you've done for me. Why would you be telling her this, though? I don't understand. Keep it to yourself, Takumi. But I think it's funny that, like, he's in love with her in every single path, you know? Thanks, Inara. The truth is that I've always really, really liked you. For a long time now. I tried to ignore it, but I guess I knew a little. Sorry, Taku. You don't need to say anything. I know how you feel about Tetsuya. And I know it's been years since we've been close friends. But I just felt like I had to tell you. Takumi, I don't know why, but you never really seemed to look my way. So maybe it just wasn't meant to be. First, it was Yasu, and now it's Tatsu. But I want you to know that I'll continue to be there for you when you need me for as long as I can. Because I care about you, and because we're friends. I want to reach out and hug the sincere man in front of me. I want to apologize for all the pain I never knew I was putting him through, and the pain I'll continue to put him through. But Taku quickly wipes away his tears and puts some distance in between us. Good luck with Tatsu. You two are a lot alike, and I know he really needs you. Before I can say anything else, Takumi turns around and heads into the house. I turn back around and lean on the balcony railing, not wanting to go back inside yet, so this is all exactly the same. Thank you, Takumi. And I'm sorry. I'm not sure how long passes before I hear the door open behind me. Somehow I know who it is without even having to look. So you've been hiding out here? Yeah, sort of. Smart idea. Parties are annoying. But it looked like you were enjoying yourself. I guess. It's not so bad to have people to talk to sometimes. For a few moments we don't say anything. We just stand next to each other, looking out over the stars. Strangely, it's Tatsuya who starts speaking again. The weather is nice. It's a bit cold for me. Oh, right. Another silence. I start to wonder if Tetsuya is trying to begin a conversation, and I look at him. Tetsuya? I want to apologize again for all I've ever done to you. For not being a good partner, for being a bad friend, all of it. You've always been patient with me, and really understanding with me. Well, I could say the same to you. You've always been a patient teacher and tried your best, even when you were busy. I'm about that. I've decided that if I win tomorrow, I'm going to try to cut back on some of the things I'm doing. Glad to hear it. But about that battle, do you seriously have to do it? It seems so dangerous and, well, kind of a primitive way to settle things. It is, but it's the only way to end Katsu's rule quickly and decisively. And you may not understand it, but for dragons, power is valued as highly as intelligence is for humans. I had always avoided the idea of challenging him until recently. I felt like I just had to accept everything, and I didn't think I was strong enough to be the clan leader. But since meeting you, I feel like I want more out of life. I feel like I'm finally awake from some strange sleep. Since I met you, the possibilities seem endless. And that's why, tomorrow I'll fight. For the new future I'll create and whoever it is that I'll become. But I also want to fight for you too. For the future that I want to have with you, and yet we've chosen Kitsunasuke each time. I wonder if he's going to win and kill Tatsuya. That would kind of be a... Is it weird to say that would be an awesome bad ending? Like, like that would be a terrible ending, but like in a good way. Like, you want a bad ending, that's a... Oh, that's so bad. If you'll let me. Tatsuya. A lot of people want us to have that chance. So many people have made sacrifices for us to be happy. Haruna and Taku and even Katsu. Just by us being together, we'd hurt people. So Taku told you. I know that we hurt people. I do. All I can do is hurt people. I've heard that a lot. It seems like it's true. But that's the thing, like, you hurt people by being together, but what are you going to do? Go out with those people instead? Like, oh, okay, I won't be happy, I'll make you happy. No, I'm sorry, it hurts those people, but they'll get the fuck over it and find someone else. Like, it sucks and it hurts, but you can't hurt to spare other people sometimes. You know? And as long as you're nice about it and not a douche, then, you know, sometimes that's the way it works out. And I'm not saying it sucks, because everyone's been on the hurt end, and if you haven't, then you're probably an asshole, because everybody gets hurt. And it sucks, and no one wants to do that to somebody else, but sometimes it's the best way. Like, in this path, if Inara decided, oh yeah, no, I won't go out with Tetsuya because that would hurt Takumi, and dated him, she wouldn't be happy with him, because that's not the person that she is. And then Takumi would be miserable and unhappy, so he would still get hurt. At least in this route, she's being true to herself, being with Tetsuya, and Takumi will find someone else and be happy, and it'll be okay. You know? That's the way it works in life. You need to be happy, because if you're lying to someone and like, yeah, sure, I'll be with you because it makes you happy, you're miserable, and at some point they're going to feel miserable too. You know? So it's better to figure that shit out and let someone down gently and, you know, with the best intentions, and not purposely hurt someone or do something that makes you unhappy just to make somebody else happy. Like, that's just not how it's supposed to work. I don't know. Anyway, so I just find that line completely weird. Like, we're going to hurt so many people if we're together. You're going to hurt more people if you're not together, because you're both going to be hurt along with the other people. So instead of like 3 people, there'll be 5 hurt people, because Katsunasuke's going to be hurt either friggin' way, whatever. Like, he'll get over it. Like, I don't know. Tetsuya, I don't believe that. I don't believe that you're only capable of hurting people. You're a kind person at heart, so that can't be true. Even still, I want to have that future with you. I want to be with you because it makes me happy. Maybe that makes me a horrible person. No, it doesn't. Oh. Well, if that makes you a bad person, then I'm one too. Oh my god, my couch is making my butt a horrible person. Being around you can be complicated, but I'm the happiest when I'm with you. Tetsuya surprises me by grabbing my wrist and giving a little tug. I almost fall into him, but he smoothly catches my shoulder with one hand. Well, I hope it's the opposite hand that he pulled your wrist with, but I look up at him in confusion, and I'm met with soft lips on mine. I'm so shocked I forget to close my eyes for a moment, but I quickly relax into the kiss, until I hear giggling coming from the glass door. I open my eyes and we both pull apart to see pretty much everyone staring at us through the glass. I hear Emmy's muffled but panicked voice. I'm so sorry, Inara. I was, checking on you, and then these guys came. I'll get rid of them right away. Yeah. The atmosphere is now entirely awkward as Tetsuya and I watch Emmy try to convince the guys to move back into the living room. Back it on up, bitches. I glance up at Tetsuya for a moment, and then we both look away. Running my fingertips through my ponytail, I begin to ramble. So I'm pretty tired, and it seems like you should rest before tomorrow, so, yeah. I'll go back inside now? Emmy appears to have successfully moved the guys back inside, so I reach for the door. I feel a hand on my shoulder and stop to turn around. Stop and turn around. Oh my god, Bird. Shh. Why not sleep in my room? Your room? It's looking like everyone's going to end up sleeping here, so I don't think the sofa will be available. Well, okay, but I'll sleep on the floor. No way, I will. But you need your rest, Tatsuya. There's an uncomfortable silence as we come to a logical standstill. We probably both realize there's one solution. I'll sleep in Taku's room, okay? It's his fault for throwing this damn party anyway. I can't help but feel a little disappointed. I give him a tiny nod. I'd be like, no! You're gonna sleep with me, damn it! Don't look so disappointed. His voice is low and rough as he trails off. Just the thought he knew what I was thinking is embarrassing enough for me. Don't look so disappointed. Yeah. It's low and rough because he knows what you were thinking and he wants it to. Yeah, he wants to stick it to you. I don't really know. This is going up. This is the bad path, so that ain't never gonna happen, but... Oh, well, okay. I'll see you tomorrow. My voice uncharacteristically high. Oh, well, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. My voice uncharacteristically high. I almost run to leave the balcony and go straight to Tetsuya's room. I manage to grab my pajamas and change in Tetsuya's small room. Now, as odd as it feels, I'm lying in this bed that smells so much like Tetsuya. I can't be thinking stuff like this or I'll never get to sleep. I turn over and admire the tidiness of the room, what I can see in the dark. Squint at the bookcase. Are those manga volumes? Yeah, they definitely are. I can't tell what the titles are, but learning something new about Tatsuya makes me happy. He always acts like he's totally against fun and relaxation, so it's good to know how normal he is. I snuggle into his pillow, enjoying the fresh, clean scent that I've come to associate with him as I begin to doze. I'm really glad that we're going to be together. We just have to get through tomorrow. I just have to believe in him. So we shouldn't have any choices. This is the last chapter, so this is where it would end somewhere. So we're going to keep going. The next morning, Tatsuya was gone before anyone woke up. Turned out everyone stayed over last night so they could come watch the fight. Apparently, it wasn't uncommon for the Ryu clan to have battles that the entire clan would come and watch, as well as close friends. It seems so weird and violent. I'm not sure if I'll ever get used to dragon culture. We all ended up piling into the car Emmy's dad let her borrow and made it over to the Ryu compound. Unlike the last few times I was here, it's filled with people. People with varying shades of blue and aqua hair that I take to be from the Yukimura and Kasima families. There are people with other hair colors, though, who I assume are their human family members or friends. Shinji, Emmy, Taku, Sho, and I really stand out, though, and everyone's staring at us as if we're the weirdos. Inara, hello! I didn't know who that. I forgot it was her. I turned to see Chisaki waving to me, a bright smile on her face as if we were at a festival. Hi, Mrs. Yukimura. Hi, Mrs. Yukimura. Hi, Mrs. Yukimura. Hey, Mrs. Yukimura! It's been a while, Mrs. Y. Oh, you brought so many people to cheer Tetsuya on. That's wonderful. I don't think you'll need it. If there's one thing Tetsuya is good at, it's fighting. Haruki and Toshiyuki come up then, making our group even larger. Hello, everyone. Everyone says their hellos and bow to Mr. Yukimura. I gasp when I see one more person pop out from behind Toshiyuki, holding his hand. Kaio? Inara? You know each other? Well, yeah, she's my sister, though I don't know why she's here. Your sister? Oh god, so the Yuki that Kaio's dating is Tatsuya's brother, Yuki? I'm here because of Tatsuya. I'm here to support him. Oh, wow, I didn't know you even knew the Yukimuras. Or anything about the supernatural world. Well, I'm happy to see you. Yuki invited me along to watch too. He told me everything about this world back when we started dating, so of course I wanted to see an actual battle for myself. Kaio squeezes Yuki's hand and looks up at him. However, Yuki seems to be blushing, and I realize he must be thinking about what happened in the bath that day. Yuki, what's wrong? Nothing. Kaio scrutinizes him for a minute more and then appears to realize something. No, you don't mean that girl that was over... That was Nara? What? I didn't say... Okay, well, I think we're going to head inside now. We'll see you guys in there. Emmy quickly takes my arm and starts walking with me. The guys follow when we leave the Yukimuras behind. Things were about to get seriously awkward. Yeah, no kidding. Thanks, Emmy. That's what friends are for, right? I fucking love Emmy. I don't know why. She's like this tiny little character and just like this part and the other, but I just fucking love her. I mean, like, I love her. I want like a whole game just about Emmy. I want to be Emmy. Like, I just want to play her. What was that about? Nothing important. The guys behind us seem to be thoroughly confused, but neither me nor Emmy respond to their questions as we head inside the main building. We're directed by the Ryu clan staff to file into what appears to be a small palace. There are even rows of stone benches in the back, as if they planned exhibition matches all the time. Well, they might. I kind of don't want to know. I'm about to sit down with my friends when I notice Daichi, of all people, coming towards me. So the sorceress makes an appearance. Come, sit with the family. Daichi takes my arm and leads me to where Tatsuya's family are sitting in the front row. I glance apologetically back at my friends, but they wave it off. So, come to cheer on your man? Or cheer your man on? Well, Sorry. Love makes a man strong, so I know that he'll win. I have a feeling Katsunosuke's gonna kill him, because otherwise how is this a bad ending? Because it's the exact same freaking thing that we've gone through before. It was because of you that Kei finally decided to grasp his destiny. Kei? Do you mean... Tatsuya's true name. Every dragon is given one at age 7. Only those closest to us are told them. Keep it close as any secret of yours. Oh, I had no idea. Alright. Thank you for coming into my grandson's life. You'll both make the clan stronger than it has been in years. I knew it was worth it to teach him how to treat the ladies. Ha ha! Daichi gives me a too-hard slap on the back and walks up toward the center of the marble floor. I glance at the people sitting in the front row and see that the other aqua-color hair people must be the Kasimas. I sit down next to Haruki, rubbing my back. Father can be a bit rough at times. I apologize if you found him a bit forceful, especially concerning Tatsuya. Or rather, Kei, as you now know him. No, that's fine. I seriously see where Chisaki gets it now. Where's Mrs. Yukimura? Haruki points in front of me, and I look to see Chisaki walk out to join Daichi in the middle of the floor. I wish they'd come out in their dragon forms, because I have a feeling that, like, Chisaki would be goddamn gorgeous, and I'm pretty sure I said this in the original part. Like, she'd be friggin' amazingly gorgeous, like, in her dragon form. All of the talking dies down, as if her appearance was a signal. Today, over 100 members of the clan came to watch the battle for the next successor to the Ryu throne. Our exalted leader, Yu Ryu of the Kasima family, has been formally challenged by Kei Ryu of the Yukimura. Kei and the Yukimura family believe that Yu Ryu is overstepping his boundaries as clan leader and plans to directly cause the downfall of the Ryu. There are murmurs after Chisaki speaks, but she continues. Oh god, did she say that? I fucking did this the last time too. Whatever. Per clan traditions, we have lived gracefully under the rule of our exalted leader, but we believe that the time has come for him to step down. Thus, Kei Ryu will prove himself in deadly combat by defeating Yu Ryu. Else he will accept the punishment of challenging our exalted leader. I gasp and quickly cover my mouth. Punishment? Tatsuya never mentioned anything about that. I thought the risk of death was enough. Tatsuya, or Kei as they've been calling him, walks out from the one side of the room, and Katsu, or Yu, walks out from the other. Seeing them in their true forms, I feel the gravity of the situation for the first time, and I feel as if I'm going to be sick. He's totally going to die. Tatsuya bows to Katsu, who smirks right back at him. Well, I'm sure Tatsuya wants to rip him apart for sure now. May the wisdom of the dragons guide you both. Daichi and Chisaki bow and walk away, leaving the two men to stare each other down. They begin talking in voices so low, only the front row could possibly hear them. Have you nothing to say to your esteemed leader after the disrespect of challenging him? Yeah, I've got something. I'm gonna crush you. And after I win, I don't want you to come near her ever again. Katsu laughs. That's amusing. I was thinking the same thing about you. Love is not something I need, just enough power to change this clan. And I'll pay you back for what you did to me tenfold. If you're lucky enough to survive this, I'll have you exiled for the rest of your miserable life. That's probably what's going to happen. How considerate. I'm tired of looking at you, so how about we end this? Fine with me. In an instant, Katsu leaps into the air with a spin, unleashing his water dragon at Tatsuya. Tatsuya only has enough time to block. He takes the full brunt of torrential dragon full-on. Ugh! Katsu forms another dragon around him almost unconsciously. At the same time, he pulls back both his hands to shoot another blast of water. Tatsuya hasn't even had a chance to summon his sword. Katsu hurls a tsunami of water right at Tatsuya. But Tatsuya does something entirely unexpected. In midair, the tsunami swiftly crystallizes as it flows into a familiar shape. The shape of a dragon. Getting creative now, are we? It's all or nothing for me. Tetsuya pulls his arm back and brings the ice dragon to his side. Katsu gives him no time to rest before he sends another stream of water at him. I'm trying to be overly dramatic here. I hope we're having fun. I feel like, because we've read this all before, I just want to get to, like, where the bad ending is, because seems exactly the same as the normal ending so far. You know what I mean, or, like, whatever path we would have gone down. But Tetsuya freezes the mist into ice as it comes toward him. For the moment, they seem evenly matched. This continues on back and forth for some time. Katsu rushing water toward Tetsuya before he can take a break, and Tetsuya transforming it into ice as soon as he can. Using everything he has, Tetsuya sends his ice dragon at Katsu. The water dragon effortlessly dissolves it and turns the water against him. Both opponents seem so incredibly skilled that I start to wonder if anyone will win this fight. So, like, there's a point where in the actual normal path, or whatever, you know, we got the mystic, but I'm assuming the passionate and the bad are pretty much the same. Or the dark, I'm sorry, because the dark isn't bad. All of them in the normal, so then there's 3 good endings. I'm sure Tetsuya wins, because I really wasn't paying attention because I did the skip, and it literally skips through everything that you haven't read. That you have read. So, I'm sure Tetsuya always wins, and you know at the last second he pulled out, like, oh, I pulled out the sword, and then I won, and then it was like, I'm not going to kill you. So I have a feeling that in this, it's going to be the complete reverse, where at the last second, Katsunasuke is going to pull out something, and he might actually kill Tetsuya, but that's when I notice it. Katsu has been endlessly moving, spinning, and flowing as if he were water himself. But the quick pace of the fight and the desperate nature of which he's fighting is wearing him out. Still, it's wearing Tetsuya down too, as he's constantly on the defense, and one wrong move can mean the end. The room is filled with water all over the ground, and I'm more than a little wet. I realize that Tetsuya is being slowly pushed backwards by Katsu's unending attacks. Suddenly, Tetsuya wavers, looking like he'll lose his balance in the watery floor. Tetsuya! I cry out his name instinctively, and he glances at me. While he's unsteady and distracted, Katsu makes a complicated motion with his hands and hurtles a torrent of water after him. Tetsuya is blown back into the throne hard. I don't remember. Ugh! Katsu wastes no time. He does a spinning leap in the air and sends another blast of water at Tetsuya. Then with one hand, he completely halts the movement of the water. He manipulates its shape into one I recognize all too well. No! Leisurely, Katsunasuke strolls through the water. With a flick of his wrist, he wraps the coil of water around a dazed Tetsuya's throat. I think this is different. I told you that you'd pay tenfold, didn't I? In return for the scar you gave me, you'll give up your life. Tetsuya tries to move, but Katsu throws out a hand and wraps his entire body in water so that he can't move. Katsu clenches his fist, and Tetsuya coughs and sputters as he gasps for air. Stop! I'm afraid I can't. This is the punishment I've decided to bestow upon him for losing this fight. I can see Tetsuya's face growing paler, and I look at his family next to me. Are you going to do anything? I spin to look at Daichi on the other side of me. This is the tradition of the clan. If we rose against our leader now, we'd fall into anarchy. Kei knew this when he challenged you. It's been this way for hundreds of years. I turn back to Tetsuya, who seems barely conscious. He seems to be looking at me, tears beginning to well up in his eyes. This is because we picked Katsu over him twice. Oh my god! Even though I did this just so you guys could see the endings, I feel guilty! This is killing me! This is crushing my soul! All I can do is stand there and watch in abject horror as the life leaves his pale body. How ironic this all is. This is what you wanted, right, Kei? To sit on this throne? Katsu laughs and looks back at me. Isn't this what you wanted, Anara? You wanted me to win, to rule, and you will. You'll be able to rule by my side now. I can honestly say it's thanks to your support that I was able to win. Tears streamed down Tetsuya's face, and I want to run, to go to him, to stop Katsu, to do anything. But I can't move. All I can do is watch as he gasps out his last breath. I watch his blue lips numbly whisper my name. What have I done? You killed Tetsuya! Shit! I feel so guilty! I need to go curl up in a ball and cry for like an hour. Oh my god, what did we do? What did we do? I just dropped my mouse. I'm in such a panic over this. Now there's crumbs of bird food all over it. Oopsie. Dropped it into a pile of bird crumbs. He brings this food to my couch. Gets crumbs all over my floor. Pig bird. Anyway. Oh my god, I just can't even handle that what just happened. Okay. So yeah, that was a really bad path. At least the other one, like Tetsuya was mad at us, but he was still alive. Now he's dead. He's dead. I'm so depressed. It's okay. We remember. It's okay. We remember the good. Remember the good times. Remember the good times. It's gonna kill us more when we go to Shinji's bad paths. I know it because there's 3 of them. But anyway, so that is that, and I'm going to wrap this part up here. I will see you guys next time, and we'll start into the other endings for Shinji. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.